for this condition. At this point, like I said, there's still no treatment. The best thing that can be done, to just repeat that, is prevention. Prevention is key, and prevention will come by means of proper hand hygiene.
Let's move on to the main business of today. I'm pleased to announce that we do have a studio guest, and it's time to introduce that studio guest. She's a New York City-based physician, health and wellness expert, media contributor, speaker, and blogger. She's also a member of the inaugural class of Bill and Melinda Gates Scholars, from advising teenagers in 17 magazine on fad diets to cautioning older adults at Reader's Digest to providing practical tips in battling various illnesses. Her expertise is absolutely wide-ranging, so much so she's been quoted and featured in numerous media outlets, ranging from CNN, Forbes, Vogue, CBS News, Fox News, Glamour, and InStyle magazines, to mention a few. When she's not engaged in her medical commitments or media interviews, she's passionate about her blog, Supermodel MD, which focuses on her dedication to being a magnificent role model to others. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce the dashing Dr. Nesochi Okeke-Igbokwe. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. That was an amazing welcome. I feel so wonderful about that. Thank you. I oftentimes tell patients, if there's anything that you're trying to do for fashion or beauty that is painful, you should really cut back and not really do that, because ultimately, in the long run, it causes a whole host of problems.
The CDC suggests people get at least 30 minutes of exercise each day. That equals to about 7,500 steps per day. But for more on how many steps you really need to take, we checked in with an expert.
We don't all require 10,000 steps. For example, let's say you're someone who is super sick in the hospital, or your body is really deconditioned, then 10,000 steps may not be a realistic goal for your body to even handle. If, on the other hand, you're a high-intensity athlete, you may be aiming for more steps. Generally, if you are able to achieve 10,000 steps, that's usually enough to get you to a moderate level of physical activity, which is great. The bottom line is to remain as active as possible and make each step count by walking at a fast pace with a high intensity to really get your heart pumping.
A new study is providing hope for Alzheimer's patients. Also, there's a new link between ultra-processed foods and cancer. Dr. Nesochi Okeke-Igbokwe is joining us now with more. Welcome back to the program. Let us start with the Alzheimer's news. What is going on? There's new treatment. I understand that's maybe a breakthrough.
It may be a breakthrough, and people are getting very excited about this. Essentially, researchers studied mice who had Alzheimer's-like traits, and what they did was that they essentially eliminated an enzyme called BACE1 from these mice. Now, we have to understand what BACE1 does. This enzyme has the property to increase an amyloid, a certain kind of peptide in the brain, which is usually responsible for some of the symptoms of Alzheimer's that we see. So by removing and eliminating this enzyme, they reduced some of the symptoms of cognitive impairment and memory loss in these mice.
Well, joining us now to speak on the outbreak and preventive care we need to know to contain it is Dr. Nesochi Okeke-Igbokwe. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And so good to see you. Okay, so now the WHO says the coronavirus outbreak could go either way.
Exactly. So right now, the worry is that this can spread and become a pandemic, meaning that it's going to go globally across several continents, further exposing and infecting more people. So the concern right now is, what are we going to do in Nigeria if it does come here? To date, there have been no cases in Nigeria. There's only been one confirmed case in all of Africa, one case in Egypt. But we need to know what our plan of action is going to be if a case does come here. You've probably been hearing a lot about the new coronavirus, COVID-19. It's a member of the coronavirus family, and this strain is one that has never been identified up until 2019, December 2019. This illness or this disease has been known to cause a severe respiratory illness that could potentially lead to death. But most people who are infected with the coronavirus, they can have symptoms that are quite mild, or they can even be asymptomatic, meaning they may not even exhibit symptoms at all. Common signs of autism. Well, when we talk about autism, you have to understand first that it is a developmental problem in the brain that's causing some of these symptoms to manifest. Some of the common symptoms of autism that you have to look out for are delays in problems with communication, problems with socialization and social skills, and also issues with repetitive behavior. Other symptoms to be aware of are lethargy, which just means you're always fatigued, always tired. Another symptom that patients do complain about, blurry vision. Sometimes with these excess sugars, it does affect the eyes, so it can cause some blurriness in the vision.